So have you ever looked at all this stuff happening with digital asset, crypto, NFTs, and felt that excitement, but then maybe a bit of a confusion? Like, how do I actually keep this safe?
Oh, absolutely. It's this amazing new world opening up, but the security side is, well, it's different.
Yeah, different is a good word. It feels like the opportunities are huge, but the playbook for keeping things secure is brand new.
You've nailed it. It's exciting, but that decentralization everyone talks about, it often means those safety nets you're used to, like from your bank.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not there in the same way.
Right.
And that puts a lot more responsibility on, on you, the owner.
Mm-hmm.
It's empowering, sure, but it definitely demands attention.
Exactly. And that's really what we're diving into today. We're calling it Crypto Security Essentials, Safeguarding Digital Assets.
Mm.
Our goal here is pretty straightforward. We want to help you make sense of it all. We'll unpack the basics of keeping your digital stuff safe, look at the common risks out there, and hopefully give you the tools and knowledge to navigate this space, safely.
Yeah, think of it as a practical guide. Doesn't matter if you're just starting, if you're trading actively, or even if you're in finance and just trying to figure this all out. This should help.
We'll cover some key concepts, look at the threats, and talk about actual strategies you can use.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. What do we even mean by strong crypto security?
Well, it's obviously about protecting against hacks, right? Theft. But maybe just as importantly, it's about guarding against simple mistakes. Human error.
That's a great point. It's easy to focus just on the hackers, but yeah, mistakes happen.
So it's about making sure your transactions are right, keeping your data private, that sort of thing.
And the foundation for this security, it kind of boils down to a few core things. Since you're basically your own bank,
Right.
you understand your vaults. That means your wallets. Or are they hot wallets connected to the internet? Or cold wallets, offline hardware things.
We'll get into those distinctions.
Yeah, and things like multi-signature protection, needing like 2 keys instead of 1 to open something. And encryption, obviously, keeping things private.
Okay, I know some of those terms might sound a bit technical right now.
Totally understandable.
But stick with us. By the end of this, hopefully, these concepts will feel much clearer, much more intuitive.
Definitely. So let's talk about the threats. It's
Yeah.
like a digital Wild West out there sometimes.
It really can feel that way. Lots of potential dangers, and the people behind them are, well, they're pretty clever. They keep changing tactics.
So who are they? What are they doing?
Yeah.
We can kind of group the threats maybe, like things related to your wallet itself,
Okay.
risks when you use exchanges, and then the whole social side, tricking people.
Let's start with the wallet then.
All right.
Your personal digital vault. What's the biggest risk there?
Hands down, it starts with your private key. This isn't like a regular password. It's the actual cryptographic code that unlocks your crypto. It lets you send it.
So if someone gets that.
They get everything.
Yeah.
Unlike a bank, where they hold the keys, here you hold the key. That's the freedom, but it's also the huge responsibility.
Any examples of how bad that can be?
Oh, yeah. There were reports in 2024. Hackers apparently got away with something like $1.7 billion in crypto.
Wow.
And a big part of that was getting hold of private keys, often through, phishing emails or malware.
So the number one rule has to be?
Never, ever share your private key, period. Think of it like the master key to your entire financial life in crypto.
Be super skeptical of messages asking for it.
Absolutely. Emails, DMs, whatever. And always double, triple check website addresses, URLs before you type anything sensitive. No legitimate service will just ask for your private key.
Okay, what about the seed phrase? That's related, right?
Very related and just as critical. It's usually a list of 12 or 24 words. It's your backup, your master key to recover your entire wallet if you lose your device or something.
If someone gets the seed phrase.
Same result. They can recreate your wallet on their device and just take all the funds. There was a case, I think September 2021. Someone made a fake OpenSea website.
Like the NFT marketplace.
Exactly. People went there, thought it was real, entered their seed phrases, and lost around $450,000 in crypto and NFTs. Just gone instantly.
Yeah. Ouch. Okay, so protecting that seed phrase is paramount. How?
Write it down physically, on paper, or even better, engrave it on metal.
Metal? Really?
Yeah, they make these little metal plates specifically for it. Fireproof, waterproof. Then store that physical copy somewhere really safe, offline, like a safe deposit box or a proper safe at home.
What about storing it digitally, like in a password manager?
You can, technically. Some people do. But honestly, a lot of experienced folks avoid it. They want that phrase completely air-gapped, never touching the internet.
Makes sense. Keep the ultimate backup totally offline.
Right. It's a risk assessment everyone has to make, but offline is generally seen as the gold standard for the seed phrase.
Okay, so keys and phrases offline where possible. But we use wallets online too, right? Hot wallets.
Yeah, exactly. Hot wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, they live on your computer or smartphone connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Super convenient for everyday stuff.
But that connection is the weakness.
It is. Because they're online, they're just inherently more exposed than cold hardware wallets. We saw this with the WazirX exchange hack in 2024. Around $235 million lost, partly linked to hot wallet vulnerabilities.
So the strategy is
Treat your hot wallet like your physical wallet, or maybe a checking account. Use it for smaller amounts, for daily transactions. For the serious savings, the bulk of your holdings.
use a cold wallet.
Use a cold wallet.
Right.
Hardware wallets like Ledger or Trezor, they keep your keys offline, much, much safer for larger amounts.
Okay, another connectivity risk you hear about is SIM swapping. Sounds scary.
It is, and it's surprisingly low-tech in a way.
Yeah.
Scammers basically trick your phone company into transferring your phone number to a SIM card they control.
And once they have your number,
They can intercept text messages, including those security codes like two-factor authentication codes that get sent to your phone.
oh wow, so they can potentially get into your exchange accounts, email.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
gateway. There was even an incident in 2024 where the SEC's official Twitter account got compromised via a SIM swap, sent out fake tweets, caused market chaos for a bit.
That's wild. So how do you protect against that? Don't use SMS for 2FA.
That's the big one. Switch to app-based authenticators whenever you can. Things like Google Authenticator or Authy. They generate codes on your device, not via SMS.
Good tip.
And also, call your mobile provider and set up a PIN or password on your account. It adds an extra layer of security they need to get past before they can port your number.
Okay, so that covers a lot of the personal wallet risks. What about when our crypto isn't directly in our wallet, but on an exchange?
Right, that's a whole different set of considerations.
Yeah.
The big obvious one is exchange hacks.
We've all heard stories.
Ment docs. The classic, tragic example. 2014 lost something like 850,000 Bitcoin. Hackers are always looking for weaknesses in the exchange's security systems to steal funds stored there.
So how do you mitigate that? Stick to big, reputable exchanges.
Definitely prioritize exchanges with a proven track record, good security audits, that sort of thing. But even then,
Don't leave everything there.
exactly. The best practice is still cold storage for the majority of your assets. Don't keep your life savings on an exchange, essentially. Some exchanges offer insurance now, which is good, but it's a backup, not the primary defense.
What about API keys? I know people use those for trading bots.
Yeah, API keys let external applications interact with your exchange account. Super useful for automated trading or portfolio trackers.
Is that risky?
Can be, if not handled carefully. If an attacker gets hold of your API key, especially one with broad permissions, they could potentially make trades or even withdraw funds from your account. Binance had a big incident in 2019. $40 million stolen through compromised API keys.
So lock down those permissions.
Absolutely critical. When you create an API key, only give it the exact permissions it needs. If a bot only needs to trade, do not enable withdrawal permissions.
Makes sense.
And another good practice is to restrict the API key so it only works from specific IP addresses like your home or server IP. Adds another layer of security.
Okay, now let's shift to the human element. The scams, the tricks, phishing, social engineering.
Yeah, this is huge. Because it doesn't rely on breaking code, it relies on breaking trust or creating panic or urgency. Phishing is the classic.
The fake emails, fake websites.
Exactly. They make them look identical to the real thing. A login page for your exchange, your
Yeah.
wallet provider.
Yeah.
They want you to enter your username, password, maybe even your private key or seed phrase.
The defense here is pure vigilance.
Pure vigilant. Check
Yep.
those URLs like a hawk. Is it the exact right address? Use bookmarks for sites you visit often instead of clicking links in emails.
Enable 2FA everywhere.
Everywhere. And just be incredibly suspicious of any unsolicited message asking for info or telling you there's an urgent problem with your account. Verify through official channels.
Then there are rug pulls. That term gets thrown around a lot.
It does. It's pretty specific, though. It's when a team launches a new crypto project, gets people excited, people invest, and then the developers just disappear. They pull all the money out of the project's liquidity pool, leaving the token worthless.
Like that alleged Meerkat Finance one in 2021.
Yeah, that was a big one. Reportedly, $31 million just vanished. It's brutal.
How do you even try to avoid that?
Research, research, research. Who is the team behind the project? Are they anonymous? That's usually a big red flag.
Look for transparency.
Exactly. And check if they've had independent security audits done on their code. It's not foolproof, but it helps weed out the really obvious scams.
What about Ponzi schemes? The old classic.
Still alive and well in crypto, unfortunately. They promise crazy high guaranteed returns. Invest now, get 50% back next month.
Yeah, right.
And they pay those early returns using money from new investors. But eventually, the whole thing collapses when they can't bring in enough new money. BitConnect was probably the most infamous crypto Ponzi. Billions lost.
The defense sounds simple if it sounds too good to be true.
It absolutely is. Be deeply skeptical of guaranteed high returns. Look for projects with actual, understandable business models. How do they really make money?
Okay, another one. Social media impersonation.
Very common. Scammers create fake profiles, maybe pretending to be Elon Musk or a famous crypto influencer, or even a support person from an exchange.
And they message you directly.
Often, yeah, DMs on Twitter, Telegram messages, offering fake giveaways, investment opportunities, or asking for your details to help you with an issue.
So verify, verify, verify.
Always. Check for the official verified badge, but even that can sometimes be faked or stolen. Go through official website support channels. Never share personal info or send crypto based on a random DM. Legitimate support won't usually contact you first via DM asking for sensitive info.
And related to that, fake airdrops and giveaways.
Yep. Send us zero point 0.1 ETH to verify your wallet, and we'll send you 1,000 new tokens. Or they ask you to connect your wallet to a dodgy site to claim free tokens.
And they just steal the fee or drain your wallet.
Exactly. Or they get you to sign a malicious transaction. The tokens never arrive, or they're worthless.
So only trust airdrops announced on the project's official verified channels?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Their official website, their official blog, their verified Twitter. Never share your private key or seed phrase for an airdrop. Ever. And generally, be cautious about random tokens that just show up in your wallet. Sometimes interacting with them can be a trap.
Okay, that's a lot of threats. Let's talk practically about using centralized exchanges, because most people do. How do you even know if an exchange is legitimate?
Good question. Start with the basics. Does the website use HTTPS? Look for the padlock icon in the address bar. That means the connection is encrypted.
Essential first step.
Then do your homework. Read reviews. Use sites like Sur.live or CoinGecko. They actually rate exchanges based on security, liquidity, proof of reserves, things like that. Check if they're registered and follow regulations in your area, like with the SEC or CFTC in the U.S.
What about testing their support?
Great idea. Before you deposit any real money, try sending a simple question to their customer support. See how quickly and professionally they respond. Fake platforms often have terrible or non-existent support.
And ignore those random DMs or emails promising riches.
Absolutely. Legitimate exchanges don't operate like that. Cold outreach promising guaranteed high profits is almost always a scam.
Okay, so you find a legitimate exchange, but you mentioned risks even then, right? Storing assets on the exchange.
Yes, absolutely. Even the biggest, most reputable exchanges can get hacked. It's happened time and time again. If your assets are sitting on the exchange when that happens, they're at risk.
And it's not just external hackers, is it?
No, there's also the risk of mismanagement or even fraud by the exchange itself. They might be taking risks with customer funds behind the scenes, lending them out.
Like what happened with FTX.
Exactly the nightmare scenario. Billions in customer funds just gone, allegedly misused. It shows that trusting a third party always carries risk.
Plus, lack of regulation for some exchanges, especially offshore ones.
Right. Less oversight can mean weaker security practices, less protection for your funds if things go wrong, and some less scrupulous exchanges might engage in market manipulation, wash trading, pumping prices, which hurts honest users.
But the fundamental issue is...
The fundamental issue is control. When your crypto is on an exchange, you don't truly control it. The exchange holds the private keys.
Not your T's.
Not your crypto.
Yeah.
That saying exists for a reason. If the exchange freezes withdrawals, goes bankrupt, gets shut down by regulators, you could lose access to your funds instantly.
So the overall strategy when using exchanges needs to be...
Be smart about it. First, choose your exchanges. Carefully look for security, regulation, transparency. But second, don't treat them like a bank vault. Use them for trading, sure, but move your long-term holdings, the significant amounts, off the exchange and into your own custody.
Preferably cold storage.
Preferably cold storage. That combination, careful selection, and self-custody for most assets drastically reduces your risk.
Okay, we've covered a ton of ground here, from understanding the threats wallet issues, exchange risks, all the social engineering tricks, to the absolute necessity of doing your own research and due diligence.
It's a lot, but it's all crucial for staying safe in this space.
And the key takeaway really is that securing your digital assets isn't something you do once. It's an ongoing thing. It needs constant learning, constant vigilance.
You have to stay engaged. Keep learning about new threats, update your practices.
So we really hope you'll take these fundamentals and apply them. Maybe think about it right now. What's just one thing, one security practice you heard today that you can implement right away to make your digital assets safer?
Yeah, start somewhere. Because this deep dive, it's really just the beginning. The goal is a safer, more informed, and honestly more confident journey into the world of crypto. Stay aware, stay safe.